we're back here with Kingdom Hearts. I did in fact get 2 more Atlas armlets in between last episode and now, so our magic is just amazing. And we all leveled up a few times while I was doing that, naturally. Kofi strength is 60! Strong man. I don't think we got any terribly interesting new skills. I got like another tech boost or something. By the way, Blitz I got a chance to check out, and it's basically, like, think Ripple Drive, but for physical, and doesn't have quite the area of effect. It's just a powerful physical finisher. Of course, now that I've changed my equipment around to have 3 Atlas armlets, I don't have quite nearly as much health or AP as I used to. But that's fine. Right, and one thing I should note, as we rocket back to Final Rest, the last thing we did more or less was fight Ansem's Nobody, is that right? Or which is still who I think that is. I guess I haven't really confirmed that, it just says question mark. I mean, they seem to imply as much. I also ran into a new mob around here called a Neo Shadow, I think? Yeah, that's the one. A Heartless that travels in packs. Combining their powers allows them to attack Sora while also healing themselves. Leaving even just one alive will result in a never-ending battle. Yeah, so I noticed. You'll see it says defeated 13. That was one fight. They kept coming. They sort of dived around like the Shadow, but then became invincible like the Invisible, and sort of multiplied like the Sniper Wild. It was just generally a mess, but they are how we got, we got from them... Where is it? A Stormy Stone. So that's one of the materials that we were missing. I think that's... I don't think we have seen any materials in the store requested now that we couldn't get. So that's pretty good. But of course, getting all the materials in the store, all the checkpoints, the recipes in the store is not our current objective. Our current objective is to go forth. This is the door that we saw in our Dive to the Heart once, isn't it? Huh? What's wrong? Don't you hear something? There! Careful, this is the last haven you'll find here. Beyond there is no light to protect you. But don't be afraid. Your heart is the... This is probably Mickey, isn't it? Your heart is the mightiest weapon of all! Remember, you are the one who will open the door to the light! I don't hear anything! Strange. The voice was so familiar. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe it wasn't Mickey, but... Maybe you better take a rest. Maybe. This place is called Final Rest after all. Now, does that mean there'll be save points beyond, but we just won't be able to return? Or is there just no save points and it's just... This is the last encounter? In which case, we might be beating it this episode, I suppose. Or I'll have to divide it into like 3 episodes that I'll record all today back to back if there are no save points. Which is going to be real difficult if Destiny Islands, hello! Guys, check out my house.
Is this my island?
Well, it did get enveloped by the darkness, right? So it makes sense that it'd be here in the land where all the destroyed worlds go. But where are all the Final Fantasy characters? Oh, I'm not allowed to go over to where I trounced Rikuckoo all those times. The tree's dead. Oh dear. Oh gosh, golly. It's quiet. I would say too quiet, but it seems appropriately quiet for an island where there aren't any people. It's weird. I can't get... Oh, that was weird. Oh, my footsteps are very strange right now. It doesn't seem to be... You don't seem to be able to get up in these areas. So it's all walled off. So where to then? The little seaside shack where I got my first save point. My first save point in the real world, that is. Or maybe around to where 4-woman Kaireally was directing us before. No, none of it. This place is a strange, strange illusion. And none of the doors work. It's so terrifying. There used to be a waterfall here? Golly, what happened to it? Oh, hi, Donald. Something ain't right here, folks, I tell you that much. Oh, actually, we should go where that secret door was, right? Which was somewhere around here. Of course.
The world has been connected.
What was that?
It was Ansem,
To the darkness.
but he's obliterating parts of it. I don't know how or why.
To be completely eclipsed.
I dislike the sound of that.
There is so very much to learn.
What, you're getting to the heart of this world somehow?
Little.
I'm trying, man. It's difficult when you speak in riddles.
One who knows nothing can understand nothing.
Again, you really have a hard time understanding what the concept of learning is. But I mean, I guess if I didn't understand what letters were, it would be hard to read, for instance. There's, black suit Riku. He's gonna pour some dirt in your eye. Hang on, what the hell is going on with all this? It's like corrupted trees. Riku buddy! Or is this still Ansem using Riku's body, I guess? Because Riku doesn't have a body anymore, as far as we know.
Take a look at this tiny place.
I've seen it.
The heart seeking freedom. This island is a prison. surrounded by water.
Yes, Rikuckoo was quite clear in that.
So this boy sought out to escape from his prison. He sought a way to cross over into other worlds.
What's with the condescending tone? Was that not
Opened
you
his
as well?
heart to darkness.
That's more or less the same thing you did, right?
Riku!
Don't bother. Your voice can no longer reach him where he is.
Is that so?
His heart belongs again to darkness.
Again?
All worlds begin in darkness,
Ah.
and all so end. The heart is no different.
Is that why even the purest heart has
sprouts
darkness?
within it. It grows, consumes it. Such is its nature. In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came. You see, darkness is the heart's true essence.
That's not true!
That doesn't sound right.
The
It's
heart may
not how
be
it's
weak.
defined.
And sometimes, it may even give in. But I've learned that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
It's yin and yang, man. There might always be darkness in a pure heart, but there's always light in a troubled heart as well.
So you have come this far, and still you understand nothing.
All right, now it's just getting hurtful. You just told me I couldn't.
Every heart returned to darkness.
Oh, we're fighting now. Is that what this is? We're to be taking from this? Oh, it kind of looks like it. Oh, not on a hill. I don't want to fight him on a hill. Oh, magic works against him. Ah, thank goodness. Okay, keep away from me. Maybe we should. I'm gonna summon Tinkerbell. Actually, this is probably a good time for that. Oh, our first fight with Ansem proper, and all of a sudden he's not invulnerable to magic, which is very, very. I appreciate it. But this is obviously normal boss music and a pretty we're not like floating in space yet, so obviously this is not the final phase by any means. Ow! 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 Fire! How does gravity do against you, by the way? Any good? I didn't seem to do anything, unless they dodged, or he dodged. Ah, it's some effect, but I probably should have been using it earlier. Fire is more effective, more cost-effective anyway. Donald, Goofy, you two are doing excellently. I think I didn't fix Donald's AI from doing melee attacks at some point. Do I still have ethers on, by the way? I do. Cool. Yeah. Yikes! Oh, calm down. Is Blizzard worth doing here? I guess it's easier to hit with that technically, but nah. Why bother? Fire's going great. You can do it faster. And this does very little damage. This is very clearly meant to be like the easy phase 1, I think. Thanks, Tinkerbell. I know I said very clearly, I think, and that's somewhat redundant. Ow! More contradictory. Is it worth even just going for melee hits here? Because this is... this is having a really difficult time actually taking us down, it seems. What does it mean when your hands do that? Oh, you're just blocking, I see. I guess it makes sense that he would be somewhat difficult, or easy to just sort of clobber, considering he said earlier that his physical form is quite weak. Did he just block in front of him? He just walked around it? Tech 100 experience, cool. But do you think he'd have gotten some of his former strength back? Well, I guess this is some of his former strength. Because before he was saying he was too weak to even journey around, but now he's like fighting us and stuff. So I guess having and possessing Riku gave him some of his physical form strength back. Oh, now what? I'm the insolent little. I think that you are the insolent little. Wow, what did it mean, question mark? Oh, freeze. Oh, God. It's much like there's nobody where it's like changing my commands and stuff. Well, it doesn't matter if I just keep blasting fire, I guess. Bang! Yay! He actually seems somewhat surprised about that. He was like, oh God, no! You can't be surprised that this happened, can you? No golly. Oh dear, oh heck. Do you know, I think I've heard horror stories about this fight, at least on the original version. That this next phase, if you lose it, you go back to the first phase. Which for us, I don't think will be that bad, because that first phase is pretty cake, but... it would be bad if you couldn't skip the cutscenes. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, right, I have free reign to use any items here. I may as well, munch as many ethers as possible here. Or just enough to get to max anyway. And in fact, shall I equip, well, elixirs maybe? Maybe that's wise, because, I mean, this... I don't know that this will be the last fight here, but it's certainly ultimate, in a sense. I'll equip all elixirs to myself here, and if it gives us a chance to stock up on other items later, I'll be equipping mega elixirs for my friends. Or should I equip the mega elixirs now? You know what, actually, one thing I think I have heard about this next phase here, I don't know if it's true for all future phases, well, too late, I already did it, is that I think Donald and Goofy don't come with you. Right. That was why it was my instinct to do elixirs. Ah, Heckelsbury, it's this big shadow thing from the beginning. Right, okay, well, it wasn't too difficult to beat the first time. So is it this and then I fight Ansem and I'll do it all by myself? Oh, gosh. Right, well, maybe this thing won't be too bad. Is magic any use? So it's not really as good as doing the melee attacks anyway, because I'm doing this much faster. Alright, I should have de-equipped Strike Raid, because I don't want to... I wouldn't really like to cheese the last boss with Strike Raid the way I've been doing some of the other bosses. That would feel pretty cheap. This thing's almost gone anyway. And if it's got all the same attacks as before, this won't be so bad. Right, I can't have Tinkerbell to constantly heal me, because I can't have my friends. That's unfortunate. This is it's going to summon some small Heartless, is it? I think it's fine for me to stand here for this then, and just keep throwing out some physical hits. Hey, I lose a shard. That's cool. Can you be over now with this fight? I learned Vortex, did I? Oh, cool. That's enough of this phase. Go to the hard stuff, please. I'm not here for all this shenaniganizing. Oh, that sounds like important music. Oh god. Okay, this sounds like maybe it actually could be a final fight. Oh dear. But I have to do it myself, do I? There's no friends for this? That means no summons. Oh god, the fire doesn't do much at all. At least it's only got 4 health bars. It didn't seem to be doing too much damage either. I guess it could be that I'm over-leveled from all the side bosses and stuff. Out of here with you! Fire, fire, fire! Is it? Am I blocking that somehow with this? With my arrow? This doesn't seem right somehow. Alright, I'm not gonna hold back on using my elixirs. The second my mana or health gets to a dreadful place. Well, when my health gets low, I'd rather use Cure. Oh, I didn't mean to use Strike Raid, but we're using it now. I was trying to use Fiaga. May as well. Just throw one, but I don't want to spam it the whole time. That would feel really lame. Ow! No thanks! Ah, I got it. Is it changing my commands again? That it is. But only my attack. So, ow! Okay, I don't really know how to protect against that. I'm not even pressing the freeze button. Am I supposed to press when it says freeze? Oh no, that freezes me. I see. Wait, hang on. How do I get it off? What's the preferred method of getting it off? Did it just heal itself from my... I'm not sure what went on there just a second ago, but I'm gonna renew my wind and keep throwing fire because this is working well enough. Ow. Fire, fire, fire. Wow. Man, I should have been using Graviga, shouldn't I? It's probably going to do about nothing right about now. That's not bad, but it's not as efficient, mana efficient as my fire. Not that I should really worry about mana efficient at this phase, I guess. Oh dear, you're going to be doing scary stuff now, aren't you? I'm going to renew my wind. Ow! Okay. What do I hope to accomplish? That seems like a silly question to ask when you're getting your ass beat. Ow! Okay, I take it back.
Your final darkness is down.
Is it, then? It doesn't seem like it somehow. I'm ready for the scary moves it's about to get at the last phase here. As we get down to green health bars. Oh, I didn't mean to use that. Don't use that. Don't use that. It's cheating. It's cheating. I feel like such a cheater when I use it. Which I didn't mind for Sephiroth, because Sephiroth was freaking difficult, but so far this is being pretty chill, so I'd rather meet it on equal grounds. Ow. I'm guessing stop doesn't do much here. Here I'm naturally. Why would the spells you get do anything? That would be too much fun. No fun, only boss fight. Ah! What does it do when those little bubbles come out? That seems like it would be a healing spell, right? But it doesn't seem to be. My heart's somewhat open, just not to whatever you're planning. Still hit you through a lot of this too. I wonder if that attack that he's doing that's really slow would be like lethal and absolutely one-shot me, because it seems pretty straightforward to dodge now. I'd be pretty shocked if this was the last phase of it all, to be honest, because I get that it can be a little harder since I'm by myself and obviously I'm a little over-leveled and everything, but in terms of just general drama, it seems lacking in a few ways. Out of here with you! What's next? Well, I got experience from it, so it probably isn't the last phase. What's next then? Now he's gonna get 3 different heads, and they're all gonna shoot shadow lasers. Oh god, am I destroying this world?
What?
Behold the endless abyss. Within it lies the heart of all worlds.
do it.
Kingdom Hearts.
That's what this is? Oh, that's where Riku is, though, right?
Look as hard as you are able. You'll not find even the smallest glimmer of light.
You're a scholar. You should know that our eyes wouldn't see anything if there wasn't light.
All hearts born. Even yours.
Yeah, but now they have light in them. So what's your point?
Darkness conquers all worlds.
I'm gonna fight a tree? Oh no. He's just turning into one of them like, oh, he is like a spaceship. Alright, this looks more like an RPG boss fight. Are we gonna be doing it while flying? Oh golly. I'm not gonna get a chance to equip Mega Elixirs, am I? Oh, that's fine. Oh no, what? There's a touch! Why do you keep making me do this by myself?
Giving up already? Come on, Sora. I thought you were stronger than
My
that.
strength is 39, man. You shouldn't have guessed. But are you about to catch me? Because I would really appreciate that. Oh, never mind. I'm in the darkness. Yeah! Oh, wait. So did Riku actually say that, or was Sora just imagining him? And that gave him the power of belief to fly again. Donald, Goofy, it would be great if you guys could believe in yourselves right now and start flying. All right, never mind. Fire! Let's see how my fire does. Oh god, he's so far away.
Fire! Fire!
Wait, or does it just not do anything?
Welcome to darkness.
Bonk? Oh, bonking does a substantial amount. Okay, well maybe I'll just start by doing that.
Turn to dark.
Ow! Is he just only gonna hit him in front of him? Because I'm happy to stay behind him in that case. Oh, okay, fire does some stuff. It just seems to have a lower range in here or something. Oh, right, let's start with gravity, see if we can get a few of those going. Especially since he's not gonna move. That's not really efficient mana-wise. I thought we would be doing one phase by ourselves. I didn't realize we'd be doing the rest of it by ourselves. Gosh, dang. Oh god, there are shadows creeping at my back, but I'm gonna ignore them in favor of just fighting him. Oh, I got a defense upgrade. How cool is that? I've had just about enough of your shenanigans today. I'm gonna win myself and then cure myself. I'm gonna try and keep curing myself because if it's anything, I just winded myself twice. If it's anything like the Ansem's Nobody fight, I'm gonna want to keep held high for when something really awkward and crazy happens. Ansem, I'm over here. Turn around. Turn around, Ted. This feels awful. It's like I'm fighting, I don't know, like a senile old man or something. He's like, I'll get you this time. Wait for Snapper. Oh, evaded my notice, have you? You're quick. Just standing right behind him, blasting him in his back with fire. Wow, this entire like battleship back half of him is not being as active as I had imagined in this fight. He gets more of these as this goes on. No, do cure. Thank you. Keeps doing win when I'm trying to tell it to do cure, and so I don't get my leaf bracer and these staying lasers. Ignore the lasers, just blast it with fire. I guess the other thing is this is me with like max magic upgrades, so normally magic would be greatly less viable. And even now, like it is less viable than my melee attack, weak as it is. But I just kind of like the magic. You know what? Actually, let's try with some more melee attacks. That was going pretty well before. Faster anyway. Ow. We'll turn to darkness at the end of my life, like you said. There's no need to rush it. I'm like, what, 10 years old? God, man. Have a little patience. I'll die of old age eventually. You want me that dead that bad? Just have a little goddamn patience. Jeepers. Alright, is that the end, or is there more? I'm ready for any eventuality that you might suppose at me. Of course that can't be it. That was only phase 1 of this, naturally. Figured as much. It was so straightforward, and he... Oh, dear. He hasn't even used the full wrath of his entire battleship. Oh, is that Donald and Goofy coming back, or is that... What is that little portal? Is that where Donald and Goofy are? Can we go get them back? Hi, yikes! Oh, okay, this is happening. Yeah, wonk, 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 shwonk! Ow. God, these things do more damage than Ansem. I'm gonna run out of elixirs pretty quickly, I think. Oh, that little boom 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 was part of the first battle theme as well. That's cool. Like the one that's in the Dive to the Heart. So it seems like they're going much more for long and epic for this fight rather than just short and like a burst of incredible difficulty like a lot of the other fights in the game have been. So probably that means I haven't been budgeting my what is that? Oh, am I supposed to be hitting this? I guess so. Probably that means I haven't been budgeting my items very well because I don't really get to replace them in between each fight. Nevertheless, we'll see how we get on here. It's hard to gauge how much endurance this thing has left. I mean, look at it. What am I supposed to make of any of this? Didn't Donald Goofy fall into a portal like that? I kind of thought they'd be back by now. Guess not. Okay, Ansem's sort of in the core of this thing, and I guess we're fighting the actual big thing now. Am I just supposed to hit it in the face? Or am I supposed to hit these little turret things? Ow. I did equip both my mana rages again, right? Okay, looks like we're going after these little, Oh, I can hit Ansem in the middle. So with these things, if I break them... Ow. Please don't push me away like that ever again. Ow! Alright, I'm putting wind on. Ow. If I break these things, does it just make it easier, or... And, like, do they come back and all? Oh, they're dropping items. That's fun. Oh, I should definitely pick them up, actually. Mega Potion! Sweet. That'll be handy later, maybe. Get rid of you. Get out of here, and please don't come back. Ah, come on. Sora, please. Don't do the wrong attack. Do the right attack. There we go. Can I actually hit these things as well, or are they protected by the force field? Oh, I can slam these things, too. May as well get them gone before I go attacking Handsome in the Handsome? I called him Handsome. Ansem in the center. Oh, wait, what? Huh? There's a portal there now, so can I not hit Ansem? I guess not. To the portal then. Portal of Darkness. Ow! Let me into the Portal of Darkness. It's Mom said it's my turn in the Portal of Darkness. Get me in. Sora? Oh, Goofy, there you are. Ah, we're doing the RPG thing where all your friends come back one by one. But thankfully there are only 2 to come back, so it should happen reasonably quickly. A Mega Ether. You know what? It's probably a good idea to eat that now. This should... Ow! Oh, I should get all these bubbles as well. I should not leave a single one behind, because I'm desperately needing mana in the days to come. What are these? Oh, these are Dark Balls, I see. Should I blast them with fire? No, I want to save my magic for sure. Bang! It probably would have been smart to bring a more physical melee weapon, actually, considering I'm mostly only using magic for heals here. He's way more susceptible to physical. Ooh, another Mega Ether. Sure, eat that now before we carry on to... Oh my god, they're dropping them all over the place. Let's just use them as many as we can so that we don't accidentally get any sent to stock. Ow. Oh, they're dropping them all over. This is excellent. Okay. I'll have tons of heals back again in no time. Sweet! Double Mega Ethers. I dig it. Alright, now we hit this thing, Goofy. I've done this before once. You just gotta smack it. It's real easy. Don't worry about it. I know it seems scary, but we're doing great. Thank you for coming back, by the way. I was really worried I would never see you again. Whee! Tuck and roll! So has that broken Ansem out of the center now, or do we need to do another to get done before we can actually deal damage to him once again? This here is a proper RPG final boss. This is what I was expecting. Ah, god, it's got a bigger face. Are we meant to go in there? No, probably that's a bad idea. Just hit it, I guess. Does it have other turrets as well? Alright, smacking this thing is going reasonably well. Can it hit us? I don't even know what did the lightning just then. I guess it is this thing doing it. Alright, just blast it. Just blast it with everything you got, Goofy. Oh, Goofy's mostly unconscious. I'm gonna Mega Potion us both. Just because I'm probably not going to use it anywhere else, and we may as well have Goofy up for this so we can be doing a bit of physical damage to help me out here. Yeah! Ah, hey, what are you doing? I don't know what that is. Please don't do it. Never mind, it's fine, apparently. Oh, it's raining stars down from the ether. It's unfortunate. Please go away. Well, you're getting experience for like throughout this entire boss fight. So what does breaking that do? Did that do a good thing? Oh, it's another portal. Okay, let's get Donald back, Goofy. Can't do this without him, or at least I'd very much rather not. Then we should take out some of those turrets after so we can get some more items, I hope. Donald! I like how the first thing they do whenever they see me is like heal me, because I'm like, I clearly can't take care of myself. Oh god, this ain't good. I'm very, very pleased they're making this much more polite in terms of difficulty. Oh, they dropped an elixir. Did I have room for that? I did. I should be mega ethering us. So we have room for any more elixirs they might drop. I'm glad they're being somewhat polite in the way that this goes, because it is a long fight. If I died, I would be pretty furious about how much I'd have to redo. All right, this weak point taken out. Our mates returned. Let's get back into it. Back to the real world. Do we have another Portal of Darkness to take down first, or is Ansem vulnerable again? After the maw of the beast. And what happens to it now? Is it gonna explode? Oh, that's probably a good sign. We're blowing up parts of the ship. Works for me. Where's next then? I'm ready for it. Ah, that looks important. We should break that. Golly, it looks really important. It's got a spooky skeleton face on it. It's not gonna have like a death timer or anything like it, is it? Because that would be really scary. Can you break these? These look like they would be turrets, don't they? Nope, just normal lion heads. Got it. All right, let's see what's going on up here.
Defense!
I shall equip defense. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk. Get rid of these things while we can. What's that? Mega potion, sweet. Have I full on items? Nah, we have room for more, so let's not use those right away. If I was full on them, I'd want to make room for some better items, like ethers and elixirs, if we should find any. But doesn't seem it's gonna be a problem. Okay, this weak point seems to have no method of defense whatsoever. Oh, there are more turrets over here. Bonk, bonk. Let's get rid of them. Never mind, it's teleporting us somewhere, or there's a cutscene opening another portal of darkness or something. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let me at it. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Anson's been released. Time to hit him again, I guess. Is this the last of it now that we've got Donald and Goofy back, or we're gonna do that a few more times until there is no more spaceship body left? All right, Donald and Goofy. The trick is get behind him. He has no peripheral vision whatsoever, and will be very confused once you're there. What about darkness? Sorry, the music cut out and I could barely hear you. Why can't I see you all of a sudden? The camera's being really uncomfortable about actually showing you to me. Ow, ow, ow! I didn't mean to get in front of you. That's where all the attacks are. Ow. Ow. Alright, that's enough of all that. Please let us hit you in the back again. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Welcome to darkness.
No, not another defense. Just wind myself. No, God, I just did that like heal wind on myself like 3 times. I swear I'm pressing X. Whoa! Got a whole lot of levels from that. I've never seen us get 2 levels at once. Is that the end then? I might believe it after that, but I mean, it still seemed like it was a bit... Oh no, he's about to explode, man. Going. Going. Gone! Sorry, I'm holding my controller up so that the rumbling doesn't hit the mic. Got Anson's report 14. Hey, so, about all that stuff about us shooting your heart.
The Keyblade alone cannot seal the door to darkness.
You need a heart on both sides or something, right? Or 2 keys.
Kingdom Hearts, fill me with the power of darkness.
The question is this a big story moment that's about to obliterate him, or is he gonna get into his super chunky phase now?
Supreme darkness.
He seems pretty confident.
Wrong. I know now, without a doubt. Kingdom Hearts is light.
Whoa. But there was darkness pouring out of it, so is it just like a heart where there's light with dark, or did Sora just will it into being light just then? Either way, that was pretty dang cool. So is Ansem's heart going to be restored to light, or was it so consumed by darkness that now it's just kind of gone?
Come on.
We've made it to Kingdom Hearts. Oh, we gotta close the door, do we? I bet he's found Mickey on the other side, right? Oh, no. He's found, Face On. They're coming out of Kingdom Hearts. Push it harder.
Don't give up. Come on, Sora. Together we can do it.
I believe you.
Okay.
Do you have a handle on your side? Because it's going to be hard to close it otherwise. Oh, it's working. Don't get your fingers pinched. That would be awful. Oh, I see. You're not close. You're not tall enough to reach the handle. Oh, man. Riku, hey. These things are easy. You just hit him in the hand and dodge when the other stuff happens. No, it's going. Just keep pushing, you moron. There he is. I figured that would be coming.
Sora,
I always got a matching one. That's cool.
But
Don't worry. There will always be a door to the light.
Sora, you can trust King Mickey.
All right.
Now, they're coming.
Rikuckoo.
Donald,
Bye.
Goofy, thank you.
Nice to meet you, Your Majesty. Riku, I'm really sorry about all that stuff.
Take care of her.
You didn't win the foot race, though. Just getting that in before we carry on with the last thing we say to each other. Okay, I'll take care of her. Sure, whatever. We'll be the best friends forever. I promise. I did promise that I'd come back and all. I sure showed him about that foot race. All right, seal this thing that doesn't have a keyhole with your key. This was the destiny you were born for, or something like that. It's weird though, because this looks more like where Riku woke up. So he woke up and then went through that door, I guess, at some point. I'm sure we'll see Riku again sometime. There's no way he's out of the series. But of course, poor Sora doesn't know when. Leaked footage of us before the foot race that destroyed everything. Kairi! What are you doing here? And how did you get here? Impressive. By yourself, no less. I wouldn't have been able to get here myself. Or wait, unless this is like an apparition because we're in the end of worlds and we're about to die or something. Whoa, FMV! I mean, not FMV, but pre-rendered cutscene.
Kairi! Sora! Kairi! Remember what you said before? I'm always with you too. I'll come back to you. I promise. I know you will.
Right, okay, so that's just a matter of like... We got like one last thing to say about her before we dissolve forever. Like Kool-Aid into a very large pot of water. Goodbye then, Kairi. Keep the memory of Riku and us alive. Who else will tell the tales of our mystical foot races? I'm fireflies now, Kairi. Oh no, it's snow. I'm dumb. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's light. I can't say I fully understand what is happening here. I get the Destiny Islands is being restored. Oh, I guess that's just it. We're just seeing the Destiny Islands be restored. At least we get to see it before we, our body dies. Ah, no, it's lagging. No, not now. God, wow. I hope I look this cool when I die. Fireworks raining from the sky, restoring worlds. Sigar's got it pretty great. I mean, he's dying. His body's getting all roughed up and lost to the darkness, but your heart can still survive that way. So Riku's behind the door to Kingdom Hearts, and so is Mickey, and Sora, Donald, and Goofy are just sort of floating in like the void then? Is that how it works? Where's everyone else who was on Destiny Islands though? It looks kind of like Kairi's just like completely alone. Well, it's alright, we can walk on water music, so if you have to, then you can. Did she really never see him carve any of that? It's a pretty small island. You'd think she'd have been around. Well, I mean, I know they carved their faces together, but... Oh, I see. He was drawing him, giving her a Paopu fruit. Okay, I got it. I thought it was just a shooting star. No, I didn't realize it was a hand holding the Paopu fruit. Sorry, that makes so much more sense. Well, I guess Kingdom Hearts is over then! Woo! We done did it! And the crowd went wild with applause. So I don't know which game comes next in the chronology, but that's the one we'll be playing next time we play Kingdom Hearts. I'm sure people in the comments have already told me at this point in some of the earlier episodes. That game rocked. I think I can call it, I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan now. Where to begin? Up front, I definitely had a few nitpicks, but they were pretty nitpicky by the end, I think. Perhaps we get those out of the way first? Sure. Why not? Let's give it a whirl. Right, so just like the odd slew of nitpicks. Combat. When you're on the ground and you do a melee attack, he picks randomly of like from 1 to 4 attacks. Sometimes it's sort of based on your range towards the enemy, but sometimes it's just kind of random, and it would be nice to be able to choose. Something like, for instance, the Zelda games, the way they usually do it is if you're not targeting, you do the horizontal one. If you are targeting, you do a vertical one. If you're targeting and you hit forward at the same time, you do a lunge. And those are all the moves Sora has. So I think that same control scheme would have worked pretty well so that it doesn't... Because there were a number of times where it's like, I tried to text something, and it just did a stupid move that didn't help, like the lunge or something, when I was trying to hit something above me, and I hoped he would do the overhand. But, yeah, no, well, whatever about that. In the end, you can just jump anyway, I guess, to get it. And on the point of teching things, I thought it was a really cool system. I really liked the fact that a lot of attacks could just sort of be parried if you were quick enough, even if it was a very powerful enemy. Towards the end of the game, they sort of started to have it less, where you could tech like weapon attacks, and then it was more just that you at least wouldn't get hurt if you like hit your weapon on it. That was us when we were innocent before the Clayton fight. So it would have been cool if the teching kind of carried on later into the game. It kind of reminded me of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, where, like, one of my favorite things about that game is if you're quick enough and you have the reflexes, you can more or less parry most attacks in the game and fully absolve yourself of any damage, which is great for what is like sort of a turn-based action RPG. But there are like 3 or 4 moves in Thousand Year Door that the parry just doesn't work on, and it's like, why? that just makes the game worse. It would be so much better if I was able to just use my skills and reflexes to absolve myself of damage rather than need to have like enough health and like levels. Like what you're saying is I have to take damage in those cases, and it's not quite the same here because you can weapon clash them and you don't take damage then. But never mind. And let's see about. Oh, I didn't see that scene there. Are these scenes? Oh, I guess these are scenes that weren't in the main story, because I didn't see Huey, Dewey, and Louie with the brooms before. Anyway, is Pinocchio a real boy now? Look at this child and his progress. Well done, you. Nitpicks, right? I suppose I've already spoken at length about the crafting, but may as well throw it out there. It would have been nice if there was a bit more. Aw, Aladdin and Jasmine are back together. Well, together for the first time, really. It would have been nice if there was a bit more guidance on where some of those items were. I didn't mind that it be sort of like a mystery on how to get them, like with the White Heartless where you have to figure out that you need to mime it. I didn't mind that as much. I just kind of wish it would at least say they're dropped by White Heartless. Then you knew, like Mystery Goo, for instance. If a recipe asked for that, you wouldn't necessarily know, right, to like go and get that. Oh, and the princesses are all right as well. And further, for like the Fury Stone, for instance, if they had at least told you it's found in the Bizarre Room, like that doesn't that doesn't let away in the secret that you have to take out all the shadows and then take out all the Giga Shadows without getting stricken. But at least you would know where to look for that, because otherwise you would just have to go through the entire game guessing and like hitting walls and hitting random encounters to try and find a Fury Stone. I mean, I had to look it up, obviously. So, I mean, any time where it's like, there was no way I would have known that I had to just look it up. Like, if they could have just put, like, a slight bit more of a hint, that would have been good. But But I digress from the other things that I meant to mention about nip. Did I have one or two more nitpicks? I think that was mostly it about the gameplay. Regarding story, I was mostly pretty cool with it. I thought it was pretty sweet. I mean, one thing it does for sure is set up it sets up a very cool world. This is very clearly like, wow, D. Bradley Baker's in this as Waka. Oh, that was one of the other Final Fantasy characters on Destiny Islands, wasn't it? God, what was I about to say about the story? Right. It does a great job of setting up the world. I'm now like pretty interested to see where this goes. I hope we get more of Riku because he was still my favorite character by the end. Just sort of, I found his arc the most interesting. I mean, you kind of see where it's going towards the end. He's gonna realize he's messing up and come back to the light or whatever. But I kind of like that it's sort of like too late, and he suffers a very drastic consequence. And as I said before, I found his relationship with Sora and Kaireally as like the big brother to their like naive little kids. I found that sort of one of the more compelling relationships in the story, I guess. And obviously there's a lot of cool complexity with like the way Heartless are born and all this, and it's like one of those things where they've devised all these rules, and I'm sure they're gonna like turn them all on their head in the future entries. Yeah, maybe the Disney world's like, it would have been cool if they sort of... Well, I was going to say it would have been cool if they sort of serviced the main plot a little more, because some of them are kind of just like little side things, like with Tarzan, where it's just kind of like, you just sort of see like 30 minutes of Tarzan's story with Kerchak in them, and it kind of is like, well, that's not really enough time to get a very satisfying conclusion to that. But I think more the point you're supposed to take from it is this is sort of Sora's little hero's journey and he kind of has like some kind of moral lesson in each of them. Like in Neverland, it's like, the power of belief. In Tarzan, it's about forgiveness for your friends when they crash the ship, Donald. Wonderland is... What was the moral of Wonderland? The monarchy is terrible? I don't know. The Colosseum was like, there are some things you can't do alone. So on and so forth. I guess Atlantica would have been like... Yeah, and Kingdom, Halloween Town would have been like, check your ambition before it gets too hard, and then Atlantica would have been something like, the opposite would have been like, but be ambitious where you can, like know your value your own strengths, because like it's about Ariel, kind of like knowing her strengths in spite of her father's everything. Kingdom Hearts final mix, well done you. So it was cool that he sort of had like a moral lesson in each area. Oh, is this the 100-acre wood? Oh no, this looks a little more Disney-ish. It's Sora, Donald, and Doobie. Where are we headed? Sorry, I'm a cool anime boy, so I gotta walk like this. You know how it is. This is how everyone who's cool walks. Die, I guess?
We've got to find Riku and King.
That's also a good idea.
But, where do we start looking for that there door to the light?
Everywhere, I guess. I don't know, man.
Huh?
Ah! Pluto! Did you have a letter? It's got another Mickey stamp on it, but it's green. Is this one from Minnie, then?
Huh?
Gosh, that's the king's seal.
Never mind, it's also a Mickey letter.
Have you seen King Mickey?
Bye! After that dog! Ah!
Guys,
Da-da-da. Bum, 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 bum. That's cool. So are we going to find Disney Castle here, then? Where even are we? Anyway. I kind of thought the void would be a lot less pretty looking. Oh, no, okay, we've got a long, wide world ahead of us, have we? Jinkies, Batman. Remember, Sora, you are the one who will open the door to the light. That's probably Mickey, right? I mean, I'll try and remember. Sounds like the kind of thing I could easily forget. I've heard so many prophecy-like tellings in this game. Special secret movie. Another side, another story. Deep dive. Oh god, special secret movie. I scarcely think I can handle more special secrets. Especially if they're going to have copyrighted music that will demonetize my video. Utter silence. A world without you. A fragmented tale. The eyes will close. This looks like the Kaireally Sea Falls, or whatever the place is called in Zilia. That's Ansem's nobody, is it not? Orange eyes and all. Something so natural. Oh, like a city street, like a contemporary city street. Oh no, it's Traverse Town, never mind. The memory beyond. This looks like a different person than Ansem's nobody, though. This one doesn't have orange eyes, does it? It's not the same person we were looking at a moment ago. And they've got 2 Keyblades, have they? There's some funky business going on. These are the Neo shadows, by the way, that you didn't get to see because I fought them off camera like a moron. Something so simple. Although that one up there had gray hair, and maybe that's Riku's nobody? Would that make this Sora's nobody then? And not Ansem's? Where's Sora? Ansem's other report, 12. Didn't read the other words of that said. A very beautiful light div to dying something. It goes by very fast. His voice that left me. Time something. A world between equals a forgotten world. The third enemy, nobody. Who is nobody, you ask? What took you so long, Kaireally? Can we... We have come for you, my liege. The 9th Orchestra. Circle... Change. Is this the answer you've been looking for? Paradise. We'll go together. To... Kingdom Hearts. That is the video game we're playing. I went to see him. This is weird. We had a bunch of shots of Sora and Kaireally looking at the sunset, but now we have people looking at the moon set. I guess if you're in like a cloak like this, you're someone's nobody. Is that it? He looks just like you. What is it with me and falling around the ocean? Everything is coming back to me. The true. Oh, I thought you were listing things. Sorry. Clearly you're done. Novice player completed. Hey, thanks, game. Oh, wow. Final Mix Master completed. Ah, sweet. Proud player completed. Okay, these are all the beat the game on challenges. I gotcha. Oh man, I wish they hadn't recorded all this. Right, so it's just easy, medium, hard. Those are the achievements I just got. Sweet! Alright, let's see what the damage is. Defeated 8,152 Heartless, died 197 times, deflected 653 attacks, times hit by 92,700. This doesn't look good. Item usage 102, party member knockouts, cured spells, cast on a friend. I was a terrible healer. I healed 85 friends. What's wrong with me? The end. Well, we did it. We done did it. We done diddly-doed it. I don't get to see what Vortex or any of those other skills are, unfortunately. Well, shall I carry on with my endgame review? Where was I? Right, I was the one thing I wanted to mention about the story is that though I liked all those sort of moral happenings and the thing at the end sort of, or at the Hollow Bastion where Sora kind of finds a moment of self-sacrifice and it sort of has trust that things will work out because of his trust in his friends, and there's that sort of parallel between Sora's trust in his friends and Riku's distrust. Or mistrust, whichever one is appropriate there. I felt like Sora had a lot of those qualities from the beginning already. Like, I felt like there were some things where they were like, look at this moral he's learned, and it was kind of like, well, he already trusted his friends like quite a great deal at the beginning, I would have said. I mean, I suppose, but then it was also kind of confusing, because there are 2 points. There's the point at the beginning where Riku's like, hey, come in the darkness with me, and Sora's like, ah. And also at the, when you're in Monstro, where Riku is kind of like, Sora, do you want to join me now? And Sora's like, still no. So there was like a bit of a thematic about him learning to trust his friends where I kind of felt like he did already trust his friends. He just didn't trust Riku when Riku was obviously doing sketchy stuff. Or he didn't trust Riku to know what was best for him or anyway. But other than that, I was pretty fond of the story and the world and the characters and all. So, and like I said before, this game, combat-wise, excellent. I love the magic play. I love the customizability, all the new abilities. I like that all the abilities you get are well, most of the abilities you get are like interesting new things that actually shake up the way you fight. They're not just kind of like melee attacks deal 5% more damage or something like lame like that. I like the way that the statistics are like mostly. It doesn't do the RPG thing where everything gets into like the tens of thousands and you don't know what any of the numbers mean. I think scan probably shouldn't be a skill that you have to learn. It should be there from the beginning, because if you're not telling the player how much damage an attack does, like the numbers don't pop up on screen, and there's no health bar, you have literally no idea what any of your weapons or versus magic are doing. So you could stand there blasting your ass off with all your magic and be doing no damage, and you would have no idea. The only way you would know would be to beat the same enemy twice using the different, using either all magic at one time or all of melee the next time, and then like timing it with a stopwatch, which is just silly. But I love weapon clashing. I love the electric feeling of the combat. I like that the bosses there's a good mix of bosses that are big, slow, strong, and dumb, and bosses that are like lithe, nimble, fast, and clever. Top 3 boss fights. Here we go. I think Clayton's got to be number 1, right? Clayton number 1. That's a shoo-in. That was just the most, like, we spent hours locked in intense battle, palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on his sweater, mom spaghetti moment. After Clayton, it would probably be Ansem's Nobody. I'm still pretty sure it's Ansem's. We've now been introduced to the possibility that maybe Sora and Riku and other characters have nobodies around as well, which would make sense, considering Sora was, for a time, neither Heartless nor a person. When he unlocked his heart, there was a point where he wasn't a Heartless yet, like he sort of was in limbo for a minute, so I could see a Nobody having happened there. They didn't quite explain the specific process with which it happens. The report was kind of like, the heart didn't return to the body. That's weird. There's a Nobody now. So anyway, Ansem's Nobody, who I'm pretty sure that is, because Goofy was all like, hey, is that Ansem? And it had orange eyes and all. That's probably number 2. That fight, like, even though it was a little, I just kind of bobbled my way through it. And technically that thing where it sort of lightning grips you and it's just kind of like, do a quick time event. That should be a lame mechanic, but it was just way too cool the way they implemented it, where it grabs you and levitates you and like puts a lightning dart in your heart that drains your life. And it changes all your UI and everything. And the whole thing where he's jumping around with dual lightsabers, it was just like aesthetically the coolest fight. And number 3, I gotta think about this. I guess probably the Ansem Riku fight that you do right in front of the Darkness of Depths, or Depths of Darkness, or whatever it's called. The Keyhole of Hollow Bastion. Again, what I liked about that boss fight was it was very balanced. It felt like every attack he did left him with some kind of opening, except for the one where he's invincible. Left him with some kind of opening, or otherwise left itself easy to, had a prep time, or left itself easy to parry. So each attack had like a counter strategy to it, rather than just being kind of like, run away for this fight. Right, and one last thing I would have said is, I think they disabled your magic for like a few too many fights. It made it so that if you had a magic build, the game was kind of like, no, bad, do physical. Like you had Sephiroth. Was magic disabled for the Ansem's Nobody? No, it wasn't, I don't think. I can't remember. Why is Sephiroth the only one I can think? Ansem, Riku. There were a number of fights where it just sort of disabled your magic as a viable attack pattern, and I don't know. That's kind of lame. Like, at least do what you do with Hercules, where it's like, yeah, fire's pretty lame against him, but you can still do it if your build is, like, focused around it and all. Right, and the only things I haven't spoken about now are the visuals and the music, the presentation overall. It was pretty great. For 2002, I mean, there's some pretty competent, like, facial animation. Maybe they redid some of it. But, like, a lot of any of the scenes where they actually, like, animated the faces to the dialogue, it looks pretty good. It was expressive. I mean, all the Destiny Islands kids look like they still look kind of like creepy Barbie dolls, but whatever. No one's perfect. Again, as I said before, I liked how there was an aesthetic that sort of matched all of the Disney worlds, even if they all should have different aesthetics. That fight with what I've now learned is called Chernobog, that Satan thing that's from Fantasia, was really cool as well in terms of like visuals. It brought me right back to watching that movie as a kid, which I the only shot of that movie I can remember is the thing coming out of the mountain, because after that I had my eyes covered the entire time. And it brought me right back to that moment of terror where I realized that the movie was too scary for me to keep watching. And last but not least, of course, the music. The music in this game is superb. Right now we're listening to like a lullaby version of Dearly Beloved. Pirates Gyju, or however it's said, the battle theme for Neverland is one of the best. Squirming Evil is an extremely tense and a dramatic and cool battle theme. The Destiny Islands theme is so chill, as is Traverse Town. The Monstro music is both the battle theme and the not battle theme are great and perfectly fitting. One of my favorite battle themes actually is still, I believe it's called Night of Fate. It's the fight theme from the first battle on Destiny Islands, where the Heartless show up at night and you're there with your wooden sword. It's really simple and short, but like it's just so there's such a kinetic nature to it, and it feels so dramatic because at that point you're literally unarmed, like you can't deal any damage to them at all, so you just have to run. And it comes at a point in the story where everything feels so sudden, the way it just sort of jolts you into the story. So it's really perfectly encapsulates that, I'd say. Naturally, the music was incredible, and I suppose that's all for my end of game review. That was great. I can't wait for the next one we play. Riku had better be in it, or at some point down the line. I know there are a few games where you don't play as, or at least a few games where you don't play as Sora. You play as other characters, so I'm presuming, who knows if that'll be the next game we play will be one where we don't play as Sora or what, in which case Riku probably won't be around very much either, I guess. What is in the theater, by the way? How many of the movies can we watch? But I'm excited for wherever we go next with this series, so oh my god, it's lots of cutscenes. As usual, if you want to see more Kingdom Hearts, next time there is a series poll to play another game out of a series we've already played before. Vote Kingdom Hearts for president. That aside, I guess that's all. So, with Kingdom Hearts out of the way, see you, Kingdom Hearts. Our play order now goes Dual Destinies, SpongeBob Movie Game, Dual Destinies, Yumeniki. That's right, we're getting back into Yumeniki after however long it's been. Years, I think. Gonna try and finish that game once and for all, because we left it on a very unsatisfying note, which was not finished. And after one of those games is complete, don't play cutscenes. We're going to be starting our Verdant Wind Assassins-only run of Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is gonna be... We're gonna die so much, we're gonna have no healers, we're all gonna be assassins, but it might be that by the time we get to the end, our dexterity stats will be so damn high that we will one-shot everyone in the entire universe. Which, aside from the ethical problems, would be pretty funny. But with those gone, that's the end of this Kingdom Hearts playthrough for now. Until we come back to do extra stuff, which like I said, we'll probably do once we complete every game in the collection. Which will probably be years down the line. Thank you so very much for coming around to this playthrough of Kingdom Hearts. A story of light and hope and good, and don't play a cutscene. It's also a story of lying adjudicator Kaireally, who Riku didn't win the foot race. That's all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around to this series, nay, this adventure, nay, this epic tale. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace. You get out of here. You get out. Oh no! I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. You can stay. Wait, launch me more of those so I can throw them at this thing. Stop laughing at me. Don't laugh at me. Are they wearing, like, swimming trunks? That's my outfit. Just because I change outfits doesn't mean you get my old one. That's not how it works.